Final version, or final episode, grand finale of Apache Graders. The driveways are clean and the grass is in. Everything's done. I'm just going to walk you through this real quickly so you can see it. The retaining wall is in, and there's these wonderful steps that lead down into the back side of the driveway where we can keep stuff. And there's the outdoor kitchen. To border the sidewalks and to kind of hold that dirt in on the flower beds, they custom cut these very large stones right here to hold all that in. And then these sidewalks, sorry about the water hose, the sidewalk, which stopped short of the septic lines as it should, they put these stones on top of it so if they ever needed to move them to do work, they could. And then they rocked all this in. There's black plastic underneath that, and they've added these risers to the septic, but there's black plastic, and then they built this retaining wall here to hold that dirt, because that's kind of uphill, to hold that there so it doesn't run down the hill. And then Joe brought us a baby agave plant that's going to grow into a very nice large agave. Be very pretty when it's done. Rich, the electric line, you see this little gray box right here? The electric lines run right through here and go underneath this sidewalk, underneath those rocks, over to that little gray pipe right there and run up in there. There's actually two circuits. One's wired in, that's for the lights and whatnot, all the plugs, and it's on one of those ground fault deals, so it's safe. There's also a second circuit that's not wired in case somebody ever wants to put a refrigerator or something like that out here. It would be perpetually running. And you'll see that they did the grass around the perimeter. They can't plant grass on top of the septic leach field, which is no big deal because this grass here is going to grow down to it, that grass is going to grow up to it, and in the spring we'll plant some Bermuda seed. The grass you see there now is a bunch of ryegrass. This here is a little pepper garden I had them make so that you could, pick peppers and throw them on your grill. And the gas is in on the steak grill, which I've started a fire in, but I haven't cooked anything on yet because we've been so busy. So there's the steak grill, and the gas is in there. I did season the grill by spraying it with oil and starting a real hot fire, so it shouldn't rust. The sink's in, and it works. And it actually has full drainage and whatnot. It's great. The chimney is in. I had them replace these two rocks right here. I had them put these two rocks in because the smoke was kind of coming forward, which is nice. It's got gas in it as well. I had them drill some drain holes here and there. I'll show you the structure now. Mr. Harper, the electrician, hung these two wonderful ceiling fans in here, which are just really great looking. And of course we had the whole structure stained, and including the posts. And now that we've power washed this porch, it looks really, really cool. And what's really great is that as I was power washing, you see all these little dimples. Those are actually fossils. See if I can get you a good one here. Let's see here. There's one. And as I power washed, it actually exposed so many of them. This big rock had about 5 or 8 of them on there. And as I power washed it, exposed 20 or 30 more, and I've done that a lot of other places around here too. It's just, they just look really great. And then of course the walkway back up to the house, it's all basically done. I need to mow. I apologize for that. I'll kind of show you from over here. And from the outside, up by the porch, this is what it looks like. You ought to see this thing at night lit up. There's no way to capture on video, but it looks great with the lights on at night. This is from down behind the retaining wall. It looks so good. The electrician did such an amazing job on those lights, as I was saying. And the lines are so clean on his conduit. He did a really great job with that because it was going to be exposed. I asked him to take some extra time, and he did. It still amazes me that this 12-foot wall is here, holding all this together and making that such a wonderful space. And again, you've got this lower retaining wall here, holding that together, as well as this retaining wall here, again holding this path together. Erosion's just going to be a problem until, you know, somebody does something about that someday, but it's definitely an improvement over what it was. You see all the green grass? I bought 50 pounds of ryegrass and planted it. I just wanted to come down here and get another shot of the outdoor kitchen from down here. It was a great project. They did amazing work, and if I had it to do over again, I'd go with the same people and Apache Graders, and essentially have absolutely no regrets. I mean, just a stellar job. And one last look before we wrap things up. Totally different place.